Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-July 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Leos. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got. My guides, talk to me. What's up with Leo here, please? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's rock and roll here. Let's get this first card out for the Leos, please, my guides. We're getting very close to Leo season, my friends. One of the best times of year, in my opinion. What do we got? Oh, all right. I've been seeing this undercurrent in all the fire signs so far this week. We have this little temptation showing up here, right here, front and center. So we're going to have to talk about this. This is a very interesting rendition of a card, Leo. Okay, not exactly like the Devil in the Tarot deck, but there are some similarities. Now, before we really break that down, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So we see this devil-like character, this female, the serpent. This is meant to invoke images of the Garden of Eden. So when we see this card, the first thing I always hone in on is temptation. Now, in the Aries reading, that played a big part. So it seems like that's something that a lot of fire signs could be dealing with, whether it's temptations from the past, temptations right now, pleasures of the flesh, even anything involving the regular material world. So the material world could be taking up a lot of your mind space when this card shows up as well. It's not just temptation, but we do like to take this card as a warning whenever it shows up, right? Like, not super sirens blaring. We'll see what the tarot cards say. But especially if you've been refraining from certain things, whether it's certain behaviors, certain literal things, you might be tempted to compromise. We'll just put it like that. But we're going to keep that card over there. Let's get into tarot. I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. So let's get these first three cards out in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing for the Leos. Let's get a shuffle here, my guides. What do we got for Leo in mid-July? So, while we shuffle these cards up, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Sudden Change of Heart. So either people around you or even within yourself, there could have been a lot of things that you were changing your feelings about. We're going from hot to cold or cold to hot. I was just getting that huge feeling throughout the whole entire reading that someone's feelings could be changing in very quick ways. Okay? Not in a flaky way, but it just felt like a change of heart. So we're going to see what shows up this week. We'll see if that's still showing up. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or someone you're linked to. Let's get these three cards out here for Leo, please. See what we got, my guides. As we're getting closer and closer to Leo season. Yeah, the deck is being super specific. For those of you that are new here, I only read jumpers, so I do these little shuffles until your cards pop out. There we go. All right, this could be very good. I don't want to jump the shark just yet, but we're starting with a card of the future. We have the Star in position number 1. Very hopeful, very solid type of energy. We have an action card coming next. The Six of Swords, another card that I was seeing in the Aries reading. Okay, so we're liking this energy. Let's keep it moving. We're going to get you one more, because from what I'm seeing here so far, this could be really nice. This could represent improvement or being in a solid place. Now we have a card that represents you. Very interesting dynamic of energy we got going on here, Leo. We have strength on the back end. Let's get these cards in their proper places. So let's talk about it. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff going. Now, at first glance, when I look down here, there's interesting patterns happening here. At first glance, we have Aquarius, we have Leo. For any of you that are familiar with astrology, you know that those are the opposite signs. So on the zodiacal wheel, the sign that is opposite from the Leo is Aquarius. They balance each other off, like Aries and Libra. Like, every sign has a counterpoint. We have the fire, we have the air. So this could represent balance. This could represent things coming into harmony. Okay, it could be opposites. But let's go through one by one, because we have some powerful themes here, especially with two major arcana. Position number 1, the card that represents Aquarius, we have the Star. Now, aside from this possibly being an Aquarius person, when I see the star, I think of the future. Now, yes, this card could represent wish fulfillment, getting all that you want, all that you need, something coming true. It's a very positive card on its face. It represents hope in a brighter day. It represents hope in a prosperous future. Some of you might be just living in the future, planning for the future, like full steam ahead, let's go. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to accomplish, which can be a good thing. But every card has a positive and a challenge. A challenge of this card could be someone who's a little hopeless, somebody who's a little depressed or doesn't have faith in what's coming down the pipeline or what's in the future. So we'll have to see what's up with this. Generally, though, whenever I see the star, I think it's a beautiful omen. I think it's a beautiful, powerful energy and card. It's also angelic in a sense. Now, moving to the center, we have another card of improvements here, Leo, which is good because all the cards initially lean more positive. We have the Six of Swords. This is an action card. It's a movement card coming out of choppy waters into the calm. So we think of things getting better. We think of things proving, building, leveling up slowly. Okay. Now, a challenge that's represented with this card could be somebody feeling like abandoning something or giving up on something, leaving something in the dust. Like this card can represent someone walking out the door in some sort of way. We're saying, you know what, I give up. I'm not giving any more attention to this. This card could sometimes represent somebody with a bad work ethic as well. Not saying that's you or anything like that. I'm just giving you as many facts as possible. But generally, to me, when I see the Six of Swords, I think of improvement. So a lot of you might be focused on self-improvement, improving certain situations. I think of things getting better. So this is really good. And it's another theme that we're picking up in fire signs. Now, moving to the back end, we have what can be a big cornerstone of this reading, since it is a Leo reading. We have the Strength card. One of the cards that represent you. So in my simplistic style of reading, when we clarify it, it could tell us a way you might be feeling, something that may be coming towards you, a way someone might be feeling about you. Generally, once again, this is another angelic card when I see it. It speaks of someone's inner strength, their inner character is what I'll like pretty much cast a wide net about. So I really love when the Strength card comes out. It could be someone who's doing self-improvement, working on their demons with love as opposed to brute force. So we have a lot of cards of the future. We have a lot of cards of improvement. So a lot of Leos could be in that mindset. Like, all right, I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to focus on this situation. I'm going to focus on myself, and we're going to build upon it. We're going to make it better. But once again, the challenge of the Strength card, when we see this card in reverse, it could represent somebody who is wanting to give up on something, right? Who doesn't want to see something through, and they're like, you know what, I'm not putting any more effort. Okay, so everything has a positive and a negative. Let's dive deeper on all of it, though. I'm getting more of a positive draw than anything. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my lovely Leos. We're liking the vibe so far, my friends. Let's see what's up, my guides. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the star. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Leo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, star card, let's go. Thank you. Nice and quick. Two of Wands. Okay, this is someone that's like, you know what, I'm just going to wing it. Okay, why get bogged down in the details? Why, you know, plan everything if unplanned things are always going to happen? Why am I going to dot the I's, cross the T's, try to plan things meticulously if things never go to plan? This is big fire sign energy, even though we're very close to, you know, a card of Aquarius. Like, this to me is extremely spontaneous. Feels good. We got the Two of Wands in reverse. So to me, this is a card of the unplanned. This is a card of the surprising, the unexpected, because this card to me is someone being very meticulous about the future, what way they're going to go, what they're going to do. So in reverse, it's like, you know, I'm just going to wing it and hope for the best. Like, so that's a vibe some of you might be feeling. Like, I'm going to go with the flow. Whatever's meant for me is meant for me. Whatever's not meant for me is not meant for me. We're just going to keep it pushing, keep it moving, and we're going to be happy individuals here. So this does feel like a possible win, but once again, the surprising win, the surprising unexpected one. If there's not a surprising win coming in or a wish fulfillment, I do feel like for a lot of you moving forward into the future, you might just be like, all right, bring it. Whatever comes my way, comes my way. Okay, now I'm a fire sign myself. I totally get that way of acting and feeling. You might just have a very spontaneous person that you're connected to, but big, unplanned, unexpected energy here. But it could be good. I do feel like this could be a winner or victory. We'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the reading. Let's move on over to that Six of Swords, though, because we have a lot of self-improvement or an improvement mind state as well, okay? So let's see why that Six of Swords is here. Let's see what this action's about. Yeah, I was getting this vibe for you a couple of weeks ago, too. I really like it. Hanged Man in reverse, the same exact... Wow, this is crazy. The same exact alignment I got in the Aries reading is showing up for you as well. This is action. This is like, all right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. We're going to keep it pushing. We're going to keep it moving. I'm not waiting around. I'm not like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. So a lot of you might be in go mode, action mode. Like if there are issues, if there's problems, situations, you might not be in the mindset to get bogged down by it or linger on it. Like this is someone who's like, all right, got to go, bye. Or we're going to handle this. We're going to take action now. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Both of these cards are cards of planning. They're both cards of strategy and analyzing. Notice they're both in the reverse. So if this isn't a Scorpio you're connected to, if this isn't a Virgo you're connected to, I'm getting, once again, that unplanned or surprising action being taken. Okay, this could be two people that are just winging it, like right here, right there. Like these are people that are going to be just going with the flow. They're not planning it out. They're just in go mode, not getting bogged down. So I do say there could be some spontaneity, spontaneous, unexpected actions happening, like in various different ways, my friends, because fire, air in the beginning, sparking it off with that explosive vibe, and it's not slowing down. So I really want to get over to the Strength card because that's your card, so we could see what's up here. But expect the unexpected in this time in various different ways, and not necessarily for the bad. This is just a very flow-based, flow state type of energy, and I like it. Okay, let's go in on the Strength card. I'm not getting major red flags here. So why is Strength here for Leo? Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. Interesting reading this week, my friends. And I totally get it. If this reading's resonating for you and it's hitting, once again, I'm a fire sign, so I totally get this vibe for sure. Let's go in on Strength. Why is it here for Leo? Thank you. Yeah, just not holding back anymore. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. To me, this is not holding back anymore or not holding on to something. A lot of you could be in the mode and mind state to just release something, whether it's past pain, something you've been clinging on to, holding on to for a long time. A lot of you could be healing in a very big way, which I really like this energy. So for a lot of you, there could be massive healing in this time, a lot of healing coming in for the Leo collective. But when I see this Four of Pentacles, this is usually a clamped down card, not moving, similar to these other cards. In reverse, it's like, I'm going to let it all out. I'm not going to hang on to this. I'm not going to bottle this down. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to work with this, whatever it might be. Like, let's go. It's action time. Okay. So, I mean, if someone wants to talk something out with you, you're going to talk it out and you're not going to hold back. But for a lot of you, this could be a major, major time of healing. And if you're not in that space, maybe Spirit's trying to nudge you there. Okay. Like, because the energy is all here. It's all movable. It's not stagnant. So for a lot of Leos, if there are things that have been bothering you for days, weeks, months, or even years, now could be a really great time to solve that within yourself, solve a lot of situations. Let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. I'm liking this energy overall, even though there might be some challenges, but if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Star card with the Two of Wands in reverse. Once again, I did say this is Aquarius energy, but it was giving me that fire sign spontaneity, like, all right, whatever comes to me, comes to me. We're going to go with the flow. Whatever's meant for me is meant for me. Whatever is not, is not. Very spontaneous. I'm not planning it out. We're just going with it. We'll see how this unfolds. Big vibe we're picking up here. Like, why plan if there's going to be so much unplanned stuff popping up? It was giving me the surprising, unexpected vibe as we keep moving forward, because in the center, we have the Six of Swords with the Hanged Man in reverse. I don't got time. Let's go. Let's keep this moving. It's action-based. So I do feel like for a lot of you, could be making a lot of big moves, surprisingly. I did say this could be someone taking action, making moves, making changes in a surprising or unexpected way. So surprising actions, however you want to word it. But it is movement. There's a lot of self-improvement focus here as well, Leo. On the back end, we have one of your cards, Strength, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Someone who is saying, hey, I'm not holding back anymore. I'm not going to hold things in. Now could be a major time for healing for the whole Leo collective. This is beautiful energy. It's not stagnant, and it's all geared towards self-improvement or making things better. So I'm really liking this. And yeah, if someone wants to talk with you, you're going to talk, but you're not going to hold anything back here. Like, it's blunt, straight up honest truth. So please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you a shadow card. Interesting reading here, Leo, for real. But let's see what's up with Leo, please. Pardon me. And yeah, I like pulling a shadow card at the very end. I always feel like it's a nice thing to do. So let's see what's in the shadows for you, whether it's something that you've been trying to heal from, something within yourself, something you don't quite see. Let's see what's in the shadows for Leo here. Please, my guides. Using the Shadowland Tarot once again. It's one of my favorite decks for shadow work. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we have the Five of Swords. There is some sort of inner conflict here as well. When I see the Five of Swords in the shadows, it represents the more challenging sides of this. Now, there's a couple ways we could take this card as a shadow card. The Five of Swords could represent somebody who has narcissistic tendencies. So maybe some of you have dealings with a person that could fall into that realm, very egotistical, very narcissistic. The Five of Swords could also represent somebody who is very self-centered or self-focused. Now, the reason I say this could mean two things. This could be scars against or from someone that's been very, very cold and self-centered and is uncaring. That may have left a mark on you. However, if you're the type of person where you always put your happiness below everyone else's, you care about everyone else aside from yourself, Spirit might be asking you to like redirect your energy and like be okay, be good, be kind to yourself as well. Prioritize yourself, prioritize your health. So this is nice. All right, yeah, Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the June subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air signs readings. But for July, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. Once again, one of my favorite decks and one of the first ones I ever gave away on this channel. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one has your favorite art style? Is it the swords, wands, pentacles, cups, even the major arcana? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of July, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.